today's Living Word with Pastor Arlene.
Thank you for joining us again this week for a teaching that we started last week on where Jesus said, "Fear not." And I just want to do a quick recap. But Jesus had told Jairus to fear not. Stop the fear. We found out that fear is false evidence appearing real. It's false because it's not in line with the truth of God's word. And we think it's evidence, and this is really important during this time because we are being inundated with press about what is going on in this world and with this COVID-19 and some of the restrictions they're making. And it's all for the purpose of causing fear. There was, after World War II, there were so many nations in fear, and the President of the United States told their people, fear. The only thing to fear is fear itself. And we found out last week that fear activates the devil. You see, he uses words, and the media is using words to paint pictures in our eyes, in our mind, in our thinking. It's like Job, we saw last week, imagined that his children were sinning. Didn't say they necessarily were, it's just he imagined it. And so then he spoke that. We saw after Adam and Eve fell that they hid themselves. Why? Fear. They ended up with the idea that God was mad, that they had gone against him, and fear entered in. And yet God didn't strike them down. In fact, he made coats of goat skin for them. So there's always that idea of fear of punishment. Fear, it's because we think we're going to be punished. Oh, I might get COVID-19 because I missed it. I might get COVID-19. I might get this. I might get that because of a punishment, of a judgment. We're going to find out during this week or next that we're not judged, that we don't have to fear the judgment. God's not judging us, as we've said before, because of all our judgment was put on Jesus. And we saw in Romans 8:15 that the spirit of bondage is caused by fear. When we're in fear, we end up in bondage. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of love, power, and a sound mind. And so we know that the spirit of fear, where fear comes from, is Satan. And again, I want you to think about today, the only thing to fear is fear itself. Stop and think, what am I thinking about?